Pressure was mounting on Germany over the war in Ukraine on Tuesday as Kyiv snubbed the country's PR. President and Chancellor Olaf Scholz was accused of a weak response to the crisis. On a visit to Poland, President Frank-Walter Steinmeier admitted that he had offered to visit Ukraine with other EU leaders, but Kyiv had told him he was not welcome. "I was prepared to do this, but apparently, and I must take note of this was not wanted in Kyiv," Mr. Steinmeier said. The former foreign minister has faced growing criticism since Russia invaded Ukraine in February for his years-long détente stance towards Moscow. Mr. Scholz, meanwhile, was being criticized for his failure to visit Kyiv and his hesitancy in providing heavy weapons to help Ukraine resist Russia's invasion. In the first trip by a high-level German government delegation since the start of the conflict, 3 top politicians were due to travel to Ukraine on Tuesday, a source told AFP. Marie-Agnes Strack-Zimmermann of the Liberal FDP, Michael Roth of Mr. Scholz's Social Democrats and Anton Hofreiter of the Greens were meeting members of the Ukrainian parliament in the west of the country, the source said, confirming a report in Der Spiegel magazine. But after visits by several other leaders in recent days, including British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, critics have asked why Mr. Scholz is not making the trip. While Mr. Johnson was walking side by side with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv on Saturday, Mr. Scholz was waving at an election campaign rally in Lubeck before a regional vote, the Bild Daily reported. The opposition CDU has urged Mr. Scholz to get an idea of the situation on the ground. Even Ms. Strack-Zimmermann, a member of Mr. Scholz's ruling coalition, suggested to the Business Daily Handelsblatt on Monday that he should start using his powers of direction and leadership. The Chancellor in office since December has also come under fire for so far refusing to send heavy weapons to Ukraine. Despite his dramatic turn on Germany's defense policy prompted by Russia's invasion, Germany had been reluctant for historical reasons to send weapons to Ukraine, but it has now sent anti-tank weapons, missile launchers and surface-to-air missiles. Critics want Mr. Scholz to go further. Even his economy minister, Robert Habeck, has called for more urgent weapons deliveries. "Anything that can help the Ukrainian army now must be sent quickly," Mr. Habeck told German broadcasters Sat1 and ProSieben. Ukraine's ambassador to Germany, Andriy Melny, said it would be important for Mr. Scholz to visit Kyiv and make the decision to send heavy weapons. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock from the Green Party also voiced support for such a move while at an EU foreign ministers' meeting in Luxembourg on Monday. This prompted a claim from the NTV broadcaster that Ms. Baerbock was showing the Chancellor how it's done, and has passed Mr. Scholz to become the one who sets the pace in an insecure government. Germany has almost exhausted its ability to supply Ukraine with weapons from its army reserves, but it is working on direct deliveries from the arms industry, Defense Minister Christine Lambrecht said at the weekend. Ukraine has received offers of tanks from Rheinmetall and other companies including the Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann Arms Group, reports say. But some of the tanks could take many months to refurbish, while critics have also said Ukrainian soldiers would have to be trained to use them.